Covering nearly 1,200 square miles of gorgeous California wilderness, Yosemite National Park is one of the most visited national parks, and it's not hard to see why. Welcome to Watchzilla. Today, we are going to explore the gorgeous wilderness of California, Yosemite National Park. You'll find awe-inspiring waterfalls, jaw-dropping giant sequoia trees, and so many picture-perfect backdrops that you'll wonder how so much diverse beauty could exist in a single area. Trust us, no matter how long of an adventure you choose, you'll wish you had time to explore every magnificent mile of this amazing natural space. The park has a distinct appeal no matter what time of year. Shoulder season simply means less people and a chance to see Yosemite's beauty from a different angle. Spring brings gushing waterfalls, summer allows for tackling all outdoor pursuits, fall boasts colorful trees and fewer crowds, and winter becomes a snowy wonderland for cross-country skiing and snowshoeing. Getting around the park is made easier by the Yosemite Area Regional Transportation System, an affordable public transit system that allows you to meander through the park car-free. 4 routes connect to Yosemite from the gateway communities of Merced, Fresno, Mammoth Lakes, and Sonora. Make the most of your single-day trip by selecting a handful of unforgettable sights that will give you an outstanding showing of the many fantastic landscapes this park has to offer. Number 10, Sentinel Dome. Why is Sentinel Dome so famous? Thank esteemed photographer Ansel Adams. His celebrated 1940 photo captured the summit's own Jeffrey pine tree. The tree fell over in 2003 but can still be spotted on a moderate 2-mile hike. Sentinel Dome is a granite dome on the south wall of Yosemite Valley. It's elevated at over 8,000 feet and is home to renowned panoramic views. An hour-long trek takes visitors over the northeast granite slope of the dome to the top to enjoy picture-perfect views of the park. You can witness some of the clearest views of Yosemite Valley, the Merced River, and Mount Diablo at this renowned spot. During the winter, the dome can be reached via ski tours from Badger Pass. Number 9, Vernal Falls. After an afternoon hike, cool off with the gentle mist sprays from a nearby waterfall. That's what you'll experience when you take a 2 to 5 hour hike near Vernal Fall. Situated in the eastern section of Yosemite Valley, the 317-foot-high Vernal Falls flows into the Merced River all year, even when other waterfalls in the park go dry. Climbing the more than 500 granite steps to the top of the falls is one of the park's most popular hikes. Visitors can either take the John Muir Trail or the Mist Trails to reach the view at the footbridge. The hike starts at the Happy Isles trailhead and reaches the base of the waterfall. Opt for the Mist Trails for a close-up view of the two falls, Merced River and Yosemite Valley. Mist from the falls make the trail slick, and hikers can expect to get wet along the way, but the vistas offered from the summit are truly spectacular. For less adventurous visitors, a footbridge located around halfway up the climb provides scenic views of the falls and valley. Note that during the spring and early summer, the mist trails can be slippery from the mist, so caution is advised. For those headed here in the winter, keep in mind only a particular route is open. Number 8, BRIDALVEIL Falls. Looking to meet someone special? Head to Yosemite's BRIDALVEIL Falls. Another classic site in Yosemite National Park is BRIDALVEIL Falls on the south side of Yosemite Valley. BRIDALVEIL Falls might not be the biggest waterfall in Yosemite, but it might be the most popular. Contrasting the strength and power of El Capitan is the serene beauty of BRIDALVEIL Falls. This famous waterfall welcomes visitors as they enter Yosemite Valley with windblown mists that appear to cast a veil across the 620-foot deluge of falling water. Located near entry points to Yosemite Valley, this waterfall frequently gives guests their first look into the famed area of the park. BRIDALVEIL Falls is subject to the wind in any season, and the way the falls blow from side to side is part of what this water feature so distinctive. The 617-foot waterfall owes its name to a legend from the Awanichi Native American tribe. They believed that inhaling the mist of the waterfall would improve one's chances of getting married. Restoration efforts began in 2017 to provide a better experience for visitors, which include providing more unobstructed viewpoints, clearer navigation throughout the loop trail, and reducing the crowding to offer more intimate viewing areas that are easily and universally accessible. You can enjoy the cool mist of the falls from the base or take a meandering hike to the top of the fall's peak. This is an easy waterfall to reach on foot, with a short trail that will take you right to the base. A 20-minute walk from the BRIDALVEIL Falls parking area brings visitors to the base of the falls. From here, you can feel the spray hitting you and hear the pounding water as it crashes on the boulders. From tunnel view, you can get a good look at the falls from a higher vantage point. Despite a steep ascent at the end of the trail, it's one of the easiest hikes in the park. Although the flow peaks in May as waterfalls throughout the Yosemite Valley experience large volumes of water thanks to melting snow, BRIDALVEIL Falls flows all year, giving visitors a reliable opportunity to see these gorgeous falls year-round. It is one of the first waterfalls most people see on their journey through Yosemite National Park, and with a base that's very easy to walk to, BRIDALVEIL Falls offers a picture-perfect viewpoint that is convenient to access on your single-day trip. This refreshing water and beautiful backdrop make this waterfall a can't miss. Number 7. Tunnel View. The most classic view of Yosemite Valley is from Tunnel View. Journey along State Route 41 and you're in for a treat. Along with Glacier Point, Tunnel View is widely considered to be the most popular outlook in all of Yosemite. Located in Yosemite National Park in the Sierra Nevada mountains of central eastern California, Tunnel View is an overlook where visitors can enjoy amazing views of El Capitan, BRIDALVEIL Falls, Half Dome, and the gorgeous Yosemite Valley. Or hike the Pohono Trail uphill for an even bigger view, where you can enjoy the scenery in relative solitude. The surrounding granite monoliths also serve as a reminder of the magnitude of this epic park. What's more, the outlook is pretty easy to reach. Yosemite's iconic tunnel view has been the most photographed, drawn, and painted scene in Yosemite since its opening in 1933. The overlook, which was first built in 1993, was renovated in 2008. Tunnel View is very popular with park visitors, and it attracts between 5,000 and 7,000 visitors a day during the tourist high season. Although it's an incredible sight at any time of day, in the morning, the walls are mostly in shadow. The best time to appreciate this scene is in the afternoon, when the walls are bathed in sunlight. Travelers can find Tunnel View at the east end of the Wawona Tunnel off of Wawona Road. If you're staying in Yosemite Valley, chances are you will travel along or near Wawona Road. It's the first view drivers get upon entering Yosemite Valley, making for a striking first impression. Recent visitors agreed Tunnel View is truly amazing sight to behold and shouldn't be missed. Tunnel View offers a glimpse into the beauty of Yosemite and is a hot spot for tourists year-round. Some even suggested visiting Tunnel View first, as many said it's the perfect introduction to Yosemite's incredible landscape. If you are heading out to Glacier Point from the valley, you will pass Tunnel View just before you enter the tunnel. Keep in mind that because the outlook is popular, there probably won't ever be a time where you won't be sharing the road with numerous other travelers, especially during the summer. Number 6. Mariposa Grove. Take a trip through time at Mariposa Grove. No Yosemite must-see list would be complete without a trip to Mariposa Grove of giant sequoias. Giant seems to be an understatement for this expansive grove of sequoia trees in the southernmost section of Yosemite. Mariposa is one of 3 groves in the park where visitors can view sequoia trees. This park is filled with giant sequoia trees and is the largest grove of its kind with several hundred mature sequoias. This sequoia grove is home to 500 giant sequoias, the oldest of which are believed to be over 3,000 years old. A trip to the grove is sure to bring splendor and awe as you wander through some of the largest and oldest living things on Earth. Recently reopened after a completed restoration, Mariposa Grove features 4 trails of varying lengths where you'll view notable giant sequoias like California Tunnel Tree and the Bachelor. Once you stare up at trees taller than 10-story buildings, all other trees will seem like houseplants. The most famous sequoia is the grizzly giant. It's over 200 feet tall and one of the largest living giant sequoias in the world. There is also the fun California Tunnel Tree, which is the only sequoia in Yosemite that features a man-made tunnel carved out the middle of the trunk. Toppled giants like the fallen monarch are notable as well. Open-air trams offer engaging tours of Mariposa Grove, and visitors can hop on and off the tram to walk around the mammoth trees. Trails range from easy to strenuous, with the Big Trees Loop Trail being the easiest. This 30 to 45-minute hike takes travelers past a variety of giant sequoias, including the fallen monarch, with interpretive panels explaining the life of sequoias stationed along the route. Number 5. Tuolumne Meadows. Discover this meadow section of Yosemite along the Tuolumne River. In the east section of the park you'll find Tuolumne Meadows, known for being one of the Sierra Nevada's largest high-elevation meadows, at 8,600 feet. You'll find everything from forest hiking trails to lush grasslands and hidden waterfalls in this eastern Yosemite destination. The region around Yosemite features landscapes of great diversity, including the high plateau of Tuolumne Meadows. Located around an hour's drive northeast of Yosemite Valley, Tuolumne's flat basin is surrounded by steep granite rock formations and domes. Tuolumne Meadows is one of the most picturesque areas in Yosemite River and backdrop of rising peaks. This is the spot for a peaceful escape. One look into the meadow and it's easy to see why. Here, you'll find plenty of scenery to write home about, including the peaceful grassland, lush forests, windy, bubbling rivers and creeks and scenic mountainscapes. Wild, wonderful plant and tree species to explore include Ross's sedge, lodgepole pine and dwarf bilberry. Visitors can catch unique views of Cathedral Peak, Pothole Dome, and Lambert Dome, alongside the Tuolumne River Bridge and Tuolumne Pools. You can experience the scenery from the comfort of your own car, thanks to the vista points posted along Tioga Road, or take advantage of the many trails available within the vicinity. An ideal destination for family vacations, Tuolumne Meadows is a favorite spot for camping, fishing and swimming in the Tuolumne River. Lace up your boots and wander easy trails along the Tuolumne River or more rugged paths to the summits of lofty domes and granite-backed alpine lakes. Easy hikes to the Soda Springs Natural Springs and along the John Muir Trail are popular pastimes. Continue farther along the trail and you'll hit the Glen Olin trailhead. Glen Olin is a much longer hike but offers more variety in terms of landscape, including closer dome views, waterfalls and a much more active section of the Tuolumne River, such as Whitewater Rapids. If that's too long of a trek, consider a more moderate hike to one of the region's many alpine lakes, including the Gaylor Lakes Hike, a 2-mile trail that takes visitors to a stunning collection of small alpine lakes about 500 feet above Tioga Pass. There's also Cathedral Lakes, one of the area's most popular trails in Mono Pass, the latter of which goes straight into the Sierra Nevada mountains. Sleep in a tent cabin, nosh on a burger from the Tuolumne Grill, or attend a poetry gathering at the log-walled Parsons Lodge. Day trips to the region's beautiful lakes are can't-miss activities as well. Be sure to head here in the spring when the grasses are green and full. Number 4, Yosemite Falls. Yosemite is home to many legendary waterfalls. Yosemite Falls, however, stands above the rest. Sharing the namesake of the national park, the Yosemite Falls are indeed a sight to behold. Tumbling over a granite wall and pounding the rocks at the base of the cliff, Yosemite Falls is one of the most memorable and striking features in Yosemite Valley. Repeatedly popping into view over treetops and around corners as you drive through the valley, the falls look different from every angle, and it's impossible to take your eyes off. The tallest waterfall in United States, Yosemite Falls pours down a cliffside in 3 cascades and provides picturesque views from multiple locations within Yosemite National Park in California. This massive cliffside features 3 waterfalls, the Upper Yosemite Falls, Middle Yosemite Falls, and Lower Yosemite Falls, that come together to create one of the highest waterfalls on the continent. At 2,424 feet, the waterfall is a major attraction in the park, located in the central Sierra Nevada mountain range of California. The waterfalls can be enjoyed year-round, but offer the best experience in the spring, when the winter's snowfall melts into the water stream. Plenty of opportunities are available from November through July. Melting snow creates an unfathomable amount of water that cascades down the 3 falls with impressive force. From April to June, wear rain gear, and icy spray drenches all who come near. Make sure you point your camera a little to the left of Yosemite Falls as well, you may just see someone climbing the Lost Arrow Spire directly adjacent to the upper falls. Yosemite Falls is a perfect point of interest for any one-day tour of Yosemite National Park. You don't have to hike or even get out of your car to appreciate this waterfall, but the most complete view, and one of the best views, of the falls is from the start of the Yosemite Falls hike along the non-handicapped route on the left side of the river. Serious adventurers can also reach the top of the falls through an exhaustive full-day hike. A challenging trail accesses the upper falls crest, but the base of the lower falls can be visited with an easy stroll. A quick 1-mile loop trail will lead you to the base of Lower Yosemite Falls. This trail is also wheelchair accessible, making it fast and easy journey for families. You can walk right to the base of the falls with minimal effort and feel the mist sweeping over you. If you want an up-close and personal view of the falls, hike the 7 miles of trail that provide amazing outlooks of the Yosemite Valley. A challenging all-day hike takes visitors to the summit for panoramic vistas of the majestic park and the towering Sierra Mountains beyond. Another outstanding perspective is from the picnic site at the Swing Bridge. Number 3, Half Dome. Though an 1865 article described Half Dome as the only spot in Yosemite that never will be trodden by human foot, today, Half Dome invites you to rise above the impossible and claim victory at the summit. One of the West's most photographed landmarks, Half Dome inspires awe from every angle. Don't be fooled by Half Dome's name. Yes, Half Dome is a famous rock formation known for its dome-like shape. But it's also one of the most challenging hikes in America. Yosemite's most recognized geological feature, Half Dome's near vertical northern face, has enticed rock climbers for more than a century, but intrepid visitors can also reach the top by way of a long and arduous trail from the floor of Yosemite Valley. Half Dome is one of Yosemite's most famous sites and particularly well known in the climbing world for being one of the first big climbs. Once thought to be inaccessible, thousands now complete the hike each year. It also features some of the best views of Yosemite Valley. Hiking Yosemite's Half Dome Cables route has been described as unforgettable and even life-changing by travelers. But this expedition is not for the faint of heart. This granite icon looks much different depending on the angle you are viewing it from. Looking up at the sheer rock face from the valley, the enormity of the wall is obvious, and you can appreciate why climbers have been drawn here. The granite crest rises more than 4,737 feet above the valley floor, and hikers can ascend it with the use of cables. Adventurous souls can hike up Half Dome. Those who wish to scale the granite dome's sheer face will certainly be in luck if they can secure permits via the permit lottery. On this hike, the challenge begins immediately with a steep ascent up the mist trail, which serves as a good litmus test to see if you're in adequate condition for the remaining journey. The hike then continues to the top of Nevada Falls, followed by a long flat section through Yosemite Valley. The last portion of this hike takes you up the bald backside of the formation. When you finally reach the base of the dome, a steep rocky climb finally takes you to the Half Dome Cables, a vertical, exposed rock face scalable by 2 steel cables. This isn't your average hike, and it's not for everyone. It is considered one of the best hikes in Yosemite, but be sure to look into the details before attempting. If you're afraid of heights or are not in excellent physical condition, don't ascend the cables. If you are going to try the entire hike, you'll need to allot at least 12 hours. The National Park Service recommends you to leave just before or at dawn and advises you to bring all necessary hiking equipment, including durable hiking boots, a flashlight and good grip gloves for the cables. You'll also need at least a gallon of water and don't rely on park facilities for hydration or a bathroom break. For close-up views, the Mirror Lake hike is the best option. From this trail, you look almost straight up the rock face. Those who desire a less vertical adventure can hike through the Wilderness Trail, which is home to black bears, chipmunks and Steller's jays. Non-hikers will also enjoy taking in the iconic granite formation, which is located at the eastern end of Yosemite Valley. Visitors who don't find the idea of a day-long trek up Half Dome appealing can enjoy beautiful views of the park's most famous landmark from dozens of valley locations and viewpoints in the park. You can still enjoy many of the dome's tamer sections, such as the trip to Nevada Falls. You can also see Half Dome in the distance from tunnel view, but the best place to view it is from the lookout at Glacier Point. From here, you get a true picture of the rock, how it looms over the valley, and how much higher it stands than the surrounding mountains. The dome shape is clearly evident, and you can easily see why it's called Half Dome. If you want unbelievable views, add the Half Dome to your list of places to go in Yosemite Park. Number 2, El Capitan. El Capitan has a fitting name. Get a good look at the Earth's largest single piece of granite from El Capitan Meadow. The western end of the Yosemite Valley is home to El Capitan, a gargantuan granite mountain that dominates the base of the Merced River. This behemoth, standing at over 3,000 feet, is one of the most notable landmarks in Yosemite National Park and one of the most iconic rock formations on the planet. Sitting to the left of Half Dome in the Yosemite Valley, El Capitan is a breathtaking representation of Yosemite's natural beauty. It is a favorite challenge among expert rock climbers. Although it may not seem like it, El Capitan is actually 1,000 feet higher than the face of Half Dome. In 1958, Warren J. Harding, Wayne Mary and George Whitmore were the first to climb the nose of El Capitan using ropes, pitons and expansion bolts. Some brave adventurers have even made their way up the face without using ropes. El Capitan gained interest with the free solo climb Alex Honnold in June of 2017 and the Academy Award-winning documentary film, Free Solo. He became the first person to climb El Capitan without ropes and completely unaided. The climb took 3 hours and 56 minutes. The striking granite monolith can be seen from a variety of vantage points and is one of the most beautiful, if not most impressive, viewpoints in all Yosemite. It was named El Capitan, or Spanish for the captain, in response to its Native American name translated to the chief. It seems that, no matter the language, people respect El Capitan's size. As you gaze in awe at this vertical wall of rock, you might be shocked to learn scaling it is not impossible. Located in Yosemite Valley, El Capitan is a favorite among experienced rock climbers. Rock climbers will find few vertical rock formations as challenging as El Capitan. For more than 50 years, climbers have traveled from near and far to ascend the peak, whether by rope climbing or via a trail. Today, the most popular route to tackle is the nose, which follows the rock's huge projecting front. With a pair of binoculars, you can even watch the climbers inch their way up the nose. If you're new to granite crack climbing or traditional climbing, sign up for a class with Yosemite Mountaineering School and Guide Service in Curry Village. The beginner's welcome to the rock class will have you climbing and rappelling at heights PF up to 60 feet on your first day. To learn more about Yosemite climbing, head over to the El Capitan Bridge and have a chat with one of the Yosemite climbing rangers. The Ask a Climber program is a daily gathering of rangers, climbers, and curious onlookers. You can easily see El Capitan any day of the year, especially from most places in the western Yosemite Valley. It's best seen from Yosemite Valley, Tunnel View, BRIDALVEIL Falls and El Capitan Meadow. From the Tunnel View lookout, El Capitan is the massive cliff on the left side of the valley, standing notably higher than everything else in view from this vantage point. You can see the wall as you drive through the valley, but many people stop and view it or photograph it from El Capitan Meadow off the north drive through Yosemite Valley. Depending on the season, a lush green meadow may surround the base of this mountain in the spring, or a cool mist may shroud it in the winter. It's a can't miss dropping up, especially given its convenient location. Since this is a one-way road, it's best to view it on your way out of the valley. If you want to get up close to the wall or even touch it, you can park on the right side of this same road, beyond the El Capitan picnic area, and walk up to the wall. The short trail is marked as far as an open field, not far from the face, and rudimentary trails from here lead up through trees and boulders to the base of the wall. Climbers are almost always set up here. This trail is not promoted by the park. El Capitan is opposite another jaw-dropping Yosemite Valley landmark, BRIDALVEIL Falls. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 1. Glacier Point. If you've come to Yosemite looking for breathtaking views, look no further than Glacier Point. A drive through Yosemite Valley generally entails looking up to see the sights. One of Yosemite's best viewpoints is Glacier Point. Visitors regularly describe Glacier Point's sweeping panoramic vistas as breathtaking, calling it a truly can't-miss spot in the park. The lookout points will give you a bird's-eye view of some of Yosemite's most acclaimed landmarks. This convenient overlook is the starting point for many fun activities within the Yosemite Valley. Located on the south wall of Yosemite Valley, the overlook rises to an elevation of 7,214 feet, with great views of Half Dome, Yosemite Falls, Vernal Falls, and Nevada Falls. Stand at the stone walls and survey Vernal and Nevada Falls and the Merced River Canyon, or walk inside the granite geology hut to peer out at Half Dome. An overlook that offers sweeping views of Yosemite Valley, Glacier Point is accessible by foot, car or bus during the long warm weather season and by cross-country skiing in winter. Because the 4-mile trek to the point is steep and arduous, most visitors prefer to drive or take a tour bus on Wawona Road. It takes around 1 hour to drive the winding road to the summit. Glacier Point is also a favorite among hikers and offers numerous trails for exploration. Throughout the rest of the year, you can hike the trails, spot beautiful birds among the trees, stargaze at night or set up camp, and enjoy spending time away from it all with your loved ones. 4-mile trail hike runs from Glacier Point down 3,200 feet to Yosemite Valley, coming out near Sentinel Rock. Despite the name, the trail is almost 5 miles. The Panorama Trail single-day hike begins at Glacier Point and takes you on a journey throughout the Yosemite Valley. This is particularly fortunate if you're traveling with young children who would otherwise be unable to enjoy a scenic high-altitude view of the Yosemite Valley. Because this is such an accessible attraction, as well as one of Yosemite's most popular, recent travelers urge visiting during off-peak hours if you have a car. Otherwise, there's a big chance you won't find parking. The epic overlook can be enjoyed from an early morning sunrise through star-filled nights. To avoid the chaos, wake up early, or as some travelers suggest, visit in the evening for an unforgettable sunset. Not far from Glacier Point, Washburn Point is an equally spectacular lookout with incredible views over Vernal Falls. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watchzilla and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.